I think people need to be reminded that when it comes to earnings, there's three things that we need to look for. Of course, we look for the bottom line growth, which is the earnings. Did the company beat? Did it meet expectations? Then we look at the revenue. Were they able to grow the top line along with the bottom line? And then third, and maybe as important as the first two, is the guidance going forward. The guidance simply is the statements made by the company in terms of how they view the future. And the future, of course, is what the stock market is all about. The stock market is a leading indicator, and it is looking forward all the time, and it's not necessarily looking backward. And so the guidance, corporate guidance, is very, very important to help us evaluate perhaps where any particular company is going to be in 6 months, 9 months, 12 months down the road. So we should keep that in mind. It's the actual earnings, the bottom line, revenue, the top line, and guidance. Next week, we're going to have a lot of earnings. It's also a short week. Monday is a holiday here, so we'll only have a 4-day week next week. But number one, it will be earnings, and number two, of course, we are now back into this political dance, if you will, this being hostage to the politicians, and instead of the fiscal cliff, it's now going to be the debt ceiling. And I have absolutely no feeling one way or the other than the fact that you can be almost certain that they will play with our emotions, they being the politicians, and make everybody wait to the last possible minute before there is any resolution. So I don't expect this dysfunctional political dance to be any different this time around than it was prior to the end of the year with the fiscal cliff issues. The other thing to keep in mind is that the tone of the overall market has remained very positive, much to my surprise, but very positive. And stocks are all trading at the popular average, Dow, S&P, NASDAQ, all trading at recovery highs, levels we haven't seen for the last 3 or 4 years, which of course is very good and exciting and makes everybody feel good and perhaps a little complacent. And then the downside of this simply is that stocks are pretty much priced to perfection, which simply means, we're trading at the highs, which we can conclude that there is little room for disappointment.